Hey, welcome to the Pitt Podcast. I'm your host, E, aka our Money Bags. And today we have the Pitt crew with us, man. Shout out to my man K. What's up, bro?
What it do, man? Another day, another
And
record, man. What's good?
hey, good job, man. You're on top of your job today, man. That's what we're talking
Uh-huh.
about. We had to recommend you last show, but it's all good. So we got my man Rose McCray. What's up, bro?
How you doing, bro? What's going on, good people? How y'all doing,
And
man?
tell them what we do on this show, man.
Hey, man, that's where we shoot the shit, talk about everything except politics.
Bing bong. And today we have a very, very special guest, man. This young lady is the owner of 410 Boutique, Miss Latasha. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
Thank you guys for having me.
How you doing?
No
Welcome
problem.
to
Hey, man,
Pitt
let's give it some more, man. Come on, man.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Come on. Let's go. As y'all know, we are celebrating the women this month, even though we celebrate women all year round on this show. But we
Right.
just about highlighting women specifically this month. So with that said, welcome to the show, Miss Latasha.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Glad to be here
wanna-
with you guys.
I want to give you a special thank you for joining the show. I met this young lady probably about 2017, 2018, doing some great things for the county, Prince George's County, assisting with some good programs and everything like that. And we did a lot of partnerships when I worked at another community center within Park and Recreation. And, our relationship has stayed intact from those things. Just learning a lot from her. I'm not going to say she necessarily was a mentor, but she definitely gave me some mentor answers and, some mentorship stuff. So I appreciate her for those things, as well as, just continue to work with her throughout the years. And now she's also assisting the state delegate. She's doing some good things over there as a constituent service of the Maryland State Delegate. So can you talk a little bit about that real quick? Like, what that entails for you? Like, do you have any programs and stuff, things like that you got for this county still?
Absolutely. So, of course, like you said, I do work for a Maryland State Delegate, and we are basically out in the community right now. So the delegates and the senators are in session. Not sure if you guys know, but they're only in session for 90 days. So we only have 2 more weeks left. It ends April 8th, but I can tell you that they are working hard in Annapolis, especially for Prince George's County, which is very important. And I do want to mention, if you are a high school senior or in college, all of the state delegates have scholarships and they just opened on Monday. So reach out to your state delegate, ask for the application. It's very simple. Most of them just have a job form and you got to do like a 400-word essay. It's free money out there. So that's it. It's easy. So make sure if you know any high school seniors or even people who are already in college, and to be clear, you can go to a 2-year university, 4-year university, or if you're in a professional school. So like if you're in a CNA program or heating and air electric program.
So like a trade school as well? Okay.
Yep.
Do you have to be in Prince George's County, or do it have to be an in-state college? Do you have to live in Prince George's County?
So they do give preference to people who are at in-state colleges. And you can be in any county. All of the delegates throughout the state of Maryland and the senators have scholarships.
All right. So is there a link?
I don't have a link. Each delegate has a separate link.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's why I said just get on Google. Who are my representatives? Actually, if you go to mdelect.com and put your address in, it'll tell you everybody who represents you on the state and the federal level. And click on that person's name, send them an email and say, hey, please send me the scholarship information.
Oh, okay.
And they'll send it right to you. Matter of fact, Monday I had a gentleman call. He said, I want to know, does delegate so-and-so have a scholarship? I said, she sure does. He said, can you email me the information? I sure can. Sent it right on over.
Nice.
That's dope, man. So
right there.
Don't say that we ain't got it. It doesn't matter your age or anything like that as well.
Nope.
Okay, so
don't matter the age. Most of the requirements are just, most of the delegates prefer you live in their district, but even if you don't, you still can get it from another delegate, from another district. They just require, like I said, that you are either accepted to or already attending school, an accredited school. Let me say that, an accredited school. Of course, some of them have GPA requirements. You have to have done your FAFSA, so make sure that's done.
Okay.
And that's about it.
And they still got FAFSA.
No, I remember.
Yeah, they still got FAFSA.
information. We appreciate that. You know what I mean? Because
Absolutely.
parents, kids, if you're listening, please take heed to that and take advantage of that. Definitely like free money. That money can cover books. That money can cover food. That money can cover room. Or it can do something for you, and it takes the pressure off of your parents and other people in your village that's trying to help you get to the next level. So definitely take advantage of that. And anybody that's doing the trade as well, man. So hopefully y'all take advantage of that. Make sure y'all go to the Google who's your delegate in your area, put your zip code in, all that good stuff, man. That's good. Any other outreach stuff y'all doing? Anything like that besides that?
I would say definitely just kind of stay tuned. Like I said, they're busy because they're in the last 2 weeks. But once they in session, there's going to be so many programs happening this summer and fall. Especially also make sure you guys are tuned in. This is an election year. Very important. We got to get out and vote. The primaries, I think, are May 14th, I want to say. Yep, May 14th, I believe, is the primaries for state for Maryland and of course the federal, and then we have election in November. So definitely get out and vote.
Yeah, that is big. This is the voting year. It definitely is the voting year. So it's definitely important. And like I said, just look, like I know for a fact that they do a lot of programs for the county because we do assist sometimes with maybe space or, partner with them. So be on the lookout for those things and everything like that. So another thing I want to get into is this handle you got, 410 Boutique.
Yes.
What's that?
Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about 410 Boutique. So first of all, 410 has nothing to do with Baltimore. That's my disclaimer. I'm going to say that every time. 410.
So why 410 then?
It's my son's birthday, April 10th.
Oh,
okay.
Which he has a birthday coming up. Yes, it's my son's birthday. So that's where 410 came out of. It actually is something that evolved out of once I had him. I used to plan these like crazy birthday parties for him, which he still get crazy birthday parties. So I was kind of doing that, and then I started like making design and stuff, and people were like, "Can you do this for me? Can you do this?" And I'm like, maybe I need to get paid to do this. So it kind of evolved, and now we are basically we service D9 organization, so we make Greek apparel. I actually design and manufacture every single item that we have. We also do colleges, we do businesses, we do schools. We kind of do a little bit of everything. So with that being said, we are basically your full service. If you want something custom, we got you. Now I will say this, we do have a minimum for some items. There is minimums, but that's basically what we do. It is a wonderful thing to do, to be your own boss. Let me just say that.
Yes, it is. And I understand the pause when it's refreshing, right?
And we also with 410 Boutique, I'm gonna put this plug in as well. So I am a Prince George's County born and bred. I went to Bowie State University for undergrad and Morgan for grad school. I love my HBCUs. I love the state of Maryland. So with that being said, we also believe in giving back. We actually have a scholarship and endowment at Bowie State where we give, we have an endowment there. It's called the Latasha Gatlin / 410 Boutique Endowment. And we give scholarships to students at Bowie State University every year. So that's, my little plug for that too. If you want to donate to our endowment, you can definitely do that. You go on Bowie State page and select give. Scroll down, select other designations, and you'll see Latasha Gatlin / 410 Boutique. No amount is too small. I tell people, if you don't know what to give, just give $18.65. That's the year Bowie State was founded.
Oh, that's dope.
That's dope.
So I always tell people, just give $18.65. You got it. It's 18.
Right.
I feel like you about McDonald's.
I felt like you about to give the Coming to America speech. You know what I'm saying? We like the one that jingle, but we prefer the one that folds.
I see you got your short elevator speech. Like when you in the elevator with someone that you trying to promote your product, you got 2 sentences. What can you say? And
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, we have to give back. And I always say, help us help others. I think it's very important that in anything we do that we give back.
It was funny. We've had a couple of females on it, and they've worked with colleges too as well. And it's funny, like now I kind of feel inspired. Like I feel like I need to work with my school more.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
definitely feel like I need to give back. I definitely feel like I
Yeah,
need to give back, man. Because I
You
know I done messed up
do.
a lot of. I know I did a lot of stuff to mess up there too. So I know, I know I done tore up a lot of stuff up there too in my 4 years,
yeah,
5 years,
man.
5 years up there. So
Yeah,
I
You
might need
know,
to give a
so
brother back.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this real quick, and then because I don't want to get on a whole tangent about it, but I think it's
I know.
very important. So one of the things that people always complain about is they be like, our HBCUs, oh, our dorms are horrible. We don't have this. The yard look like this, or we don't have that. We don't have that. But in white schools, they got this, they got that. But that's because their alumni give back.
Yeah.
Their alumni is throwing money at them.
Nah, they in
You
Dallas
know,
be crazy.
exactly. Like they have
Like,
money because their
like
alumni give
Yale.
back.
I still
Yale
think
got
that
so much.
Harvard, the
Listen.
Harvard joint.
Yeah, Harvard. I mean, Harvard money. Like
Yale
It's
too, though.
long.
It was Yale too. Yeah, Yale too.
Yeah,
Though.
They
yeah.
continuously,
But it's billions
versus.
though.
It's
But see,
billions.
that's
Like
the
they
thing.
like.
So listen, let me tell you, because I thought the same way. I was like, man, I don't got that kind of money. I mean, I got a little change, but I ain't got no change.
It's deeper than that. Why they able to give back like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one of the things I did was I called and I asked. I said, listen, I want to set up an endowment. I want something that's going to last forever. What I have to do, and I talked to him. It took me a while now because y'all know how HBCUs can be.
Mm-hmm.
But we got it worked out. We got it worked out. And, I made it happen. And the thing was, I wasn't going to allow those hurdles to stop me from helping another Black child go to school. And one of the things we have to do is we have to give back to our HBCUs. I don't care, if it's a couple dollars a year. It'll help in some way or form. Most schools have just like general scholarship fund. So where when you give a donation, it just goes to the general fund.
Right.
If you just say, all right, I'm gonna give $100 a year. Here, just take this $100. Guess what? They'll make that $100 into maybe $1,200. You know what I'm saying? Because your 100. Put it this way: if the four of us gave $100 to you and me, that's $400 right there. That's a book for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking, oh, it's only $400. Ain't it? No, that's a book. There's some student right now who like, damn, I ain't got $400 for this book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of important, and I always tell people, we can't complain about our HBCUs if we're not doing nothing to help them. So I made it my business. I said, I'm not going to complain about Bowie if I'm not doing nothing. But now I'm doing something, so I'm going to complain all day if I want to. Because they can't say you're not giving back. Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, I got you. So why the Divine Nine? How did that come about? Why them?
Oh, so that was actually kind of an accident. So when we started making, it really was. When we started making stuff, I used to do, just custom stuff for like parties or whatever, shirts and stuff like that. So I am an AKA. And let me tell you, y'all lucky y'all got that out of me because I don't tell anybody.
Why you don't tell nobody?
Yeah.
So first of all, I've been an AKA for 24 years. No,
because they bougie. That's why.
These are the
that's why. Yeah,
it's not stereotype.
No, I'm telling you that's what people think. They high maintenance and they bougie.
Anyway, we're gonna fight these stereotypes. We're gonna fight the
I'm just saying. Call it what you want. I'm just telling you what it's saying.
This guy here, man.
I never said it was true. I just said what it was what stated.
This guy, y'all need to get somebody else. This guy here.
I know.
But no, so I've been an AKA for 24 years, but AKA is something very near and dear to me. I've been active and financial for 24 years. I put in my work. I volunteer. I do the work. It's not just about, it's never been about stepping and, oh, I'm an AKA, I want everybody to see me. It's never been about that for me. It's always been about the work, giving back to the community. So I keep it a little private because this, like how you was, everything you were saying, it's serious to me. Like it's a very serious matter, seriously. So I just kind of keep it, on the low, like, yeah, that's what I am. I'm not ashamed, not by no means am I ashamed, but it's just something that is real near and dear to me and that I work really hard for. But also I tell people, when you join a sorority or fraternity or even when you represent, like right now I'm here representing 410 Boutique, your behavior has to always be on par, because people will look at you and say, oh, that's Latasha, the AKA. The moment I joined, I lost just being Latasha. When I was on Bowie's campus, I became Latasha, the AKA. So my behavior needs to represent that at all times. And so I don't wear a lot of paraphernalia, even though I make it. That's crazy, right? But because I want to make sure that when I do have it on, my behavior is representing Alpha Kappa Alpha. Just like when I'm representing 410 Boutique, my behavior represents what I want people to know and associate with 410 Boutique. Now, we in the club, I'm throwing them back or whatever, you ain't gonna know what I do, because I might just be having a really good time, you know, and that's okay. But I don't ever want you to say, oh, look, that's that AK over there. Look at her over there getting drunk. Or look, that's the owner of 410 Boutique. Look at her over there.
Yeah.
You never say that, you know, so because I think that branding is very important. That's something I'm really big on. You got to protect your brand. So with that being said, I feel like it's my due diligence to protect my brand and AKA's brand. So
yeah, we trying to get my man K going the same way, man. We trying to protect the brand, bro.
yeah,
We
you
out
got to
here,
protect the brand.
you know what I'm saying?
I protect the brand, man.
You know what I mean? You know,
I'm on y'all side, bro. I'm on y'all side. What we need to really defend ourselves against is that guy up there in that box. I told you, he's late to everything. He's late to the show. We had a celebrity guest, and he said, well, I'll just tell I'll be 20 minutes late. I'm like, who are you? Don't nobody know Rose McCray. They don't know you. You got to show up on time. Like, if Denzel Washington himself comes to this show, I promise you he's going to be late. You know what he said? You're a good close friend of his, right? He said, guys, I'm going to be 5-10 minutes late. And now he told us the time. He told us the time.
You not doing
he's
right. You
still
gotta
late.
listen. You representing the brand, man. You gotta step your game up.
You gotta step your
But-
game up.
Let me answer your question about you, because you asked why did Divine on. So anyway, so we were at a conference, me and my best friend / Shalon sister, which her name is Natasha. Go figure. Best friends, Latasha and Natasha. And she was like,
sound like a lot of trouble.
When we not working for 410 Boutique and we don't have on paraphernalia, it might be. But she was like, man, you could do this. You can make stuff for us. Like, you can do this. And I'm looking around like, I just might do this. And I did everything I needed to do to get the license, and I started, and it just kind of grew from there. We added more sororities, we added the fraternities, then we started adding colleges, and we added some local schools. I got licenses for, I went crazy kind of like, I'm licensed for Prince George's County, I'm licensed for the state of Maryland, I'm licensed for, I went kind of crazy.
I didn't even know you had to be licensed for certain things in order for you to even do.
Yeah,
man. Yes, you will get hit with a stop cease letter real quick. Cease and desist.
So how
now,
does that work?
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. So what do you mean that you got to get a license? Like I'm lost. Like, so why do you have
I had to get a license for Coppin and for Bowie.
Oh,
so
to use, okay.
To use their name. So because most of them, all of their stuff is trademarked. They trademark their name.
Right.
So if you want to use their name, you have to get a license through them, and it costs. It's not free. Let's be very clear. Licenses range. I will say this: I pay between $100 up to $15,000 for 1 year.
A license?
One license is $15,000 for a particular. Yes, the cheapest one I have is $100. The most expensive one I have is $15,000 for 1 year.
And you got to renew it. And you got to renew this
every year. Every year. It's not cheap.
Oh yeah,
people think like,
now I'm
it's
thinking
so
about
easy.
it.
I'd be like,
and do they take a percentage?
Some of them do, yes. Some of them works on royalty, so you have to pay for the license, and you have to get every quarter you have to report your sales and get a percentage of it. So the percentages range. The least is 10%. I think I have. No, I'm sorry, 7%. Okay. One of them is 7%, but the most is 12%.
Wow. Yo, this is good information, man. Ah, man, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
it's
but
good
you know, but I also tell people, get your stuff trademarked too. So let's segue into that for a little bit. Give people a little business education.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's how they're able to charge people for their license. Like even with the NFL, all of those teams, you have to have a license if you want to sell their stuff. Disney,
Yeah.
Walt Disney is the truth with their license. I looked it up. I was like, oh no, I'm good. Y'all gonna have to keep that. My pockets ain't that deep. But so like for instance, 410 Boutique, it's trademark. I own it. Ain't nobody else coming with 410 Boutique, or they're gonna have to hear from my attorney.
Right.
But with that being said, if somebody wanted to say, hey, we want to put your name on X, Y, and Z, I can start talking about, okay, how much you want to pay me for that?
Yeah.
Because I own it.
Right.
You know, of course, I don't do that because most of the time it's publicity for me, you know, it's getting my name out there. But if I wanted to be in a position where I am like, you know, if I became this really big person, which I'll speak that in existence, when I become really big and 410 is really, really, really big, oh, it's going to be a fee attached to that name.
Yeah. To get you pay me.
Yeah. So you want to sell that stuff, you got to pay.
Yeah, it was funny because I remember I was talking to a guy. He sell hats or whatever, and what he was saying, he said the NFL. He didn't have a problem with the NFL selling hats, getting stuff from the NFL. He said his biggest problem was getting stuff from Dallas Cowboys. He said, "Yo, because the Dallas Cowboys, you got to work directly with them. You don't work with the NFL when it comes to Dallas Cowboy merchandise."
Wow.
Yeah, Dre Jones runs all that. So yeah, he said so. He had to order directly from the Dallas Cowboys, yo.
That's crazy.
It's a whole, I tell people it's a whole different, the way some of these businesses and organizations are getting money. Yeah. Even, so we can even take it, let's move away from the Divine Nine and talk about like the colleges that I do. Got to pay them too.
Yeah.
Every quarter they like, I get that email. Your royalty report is due by the 20th.
Yo, man. Yo, this is good to know because
I
now I know.
Never knew that you had to. I mean, you know, you say I hear when you see the commercials, you don't pay attention, but it's like this licensed and trademarked by the NFL. Like you hear it, but you're not. Or it's licensed and trade by MLB. Like you hear it, but you're not thinking about it because you're not in that world. But to hear you really talk about it and kind of dive into it is crazy. That you know what I mean. That you got to do all this stuff. People need to
know this though.
They do.
Yeah, you need
especially
to know
before you go into business. I tell people, you know, we all know those people who's making shirts and stuff at home, and they putting whatever on them. That's cool. Okay, but you better hope that organization or that business, that NFL team, don't find out, because if they hit you with that cease and desist, and you continue to do it, you're gonna be like Tasha K with Cardi B.
Yeah.
Coming up off your house.
Yeah.
Like, because they will, some of them don't even send a cease and desist. They automatically, their attorneys are like, yeah, so pay me.
Oh yeah. You might get lucky if you get the cease and desist, because then you got a chance.
Yeah,
you're like, all right.
Yeah, because you gotta stop.
Yeah,
you gotta
just
stop.
Yeah.
So I know also that when you buy the websites or whatever, so the website that you have for 410 Boutique, did you buy all of the domains as well?
Yeah, so I own 410 Boutique and I own our parent company. So we have a parent company. 410 Boutique is what we do business as. Our parent company is 410 Events, because like I said, it started out as an event planning, right? So we own 410 Boutique and 410 Events. So if you go in, you put in like www.410events LLC, it's going to direct you right to 410 Boutique.
Okay.
So yeah, I own both.
Because I know one of the things that they was telling us about was too just owning the domains .net, .com, .org. You know what I'm saying? Because they was telling us when we was actually doing some looking to purchase a website or pay for a website, they was telling us it's good to own all of them, because if somebody gets the wrong website because they put in .org and not .com, then they can direct them to somewhere else. Where if you got all of them, it's just gonna go to whichever. You know what I mean? So I was like, that's why I was asking, do you own those?
And now you know it's a funny thing. You know, people that actually just they buy domains just to buy them. And
people buy
somebody use them. Yeah.
They buy trademarks just to buy them.
Yeah, you just buy them joint. And if somebody need them, you got to go through them to get the joint.
And a good example of that was, remember when I'm old school, the Redskins decided they was no Redskins, and remember they were looking at different names and they were saying it was a guy out there who owned somebody in Virginia, he owned it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm willing to talk to him about it for a fee."
Yeah.
And hence they ended up going with the Commanders. They didn't want to pay him that fee. And he
Yeah,
owned
man.
it for no reason. Like, he literally was just like, "Oh, I just trademarked it because I figured at some point
somebody
they
would
was
want
going to
him.
change the name."
Somebody will want the name.
Gamble.
Yeah. So
somebody will want it. Oh, good.
Yeah,
it's not expensive to get something trademarked. If you do it on your own, it's not expensive. If you go through an attorney, it's a different.
Of course. Because they're checking it. They, like you said, you just call your attorney and say, "Man, listen, I need you to make sure ain't nothing, this, that, and the third, blah, blah." You tell them, "Hey, I found this. I need you to do your work." You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing the leg work for you. So they're definitely going to cost you if they're doing this besides you trademark and stuff. So how long did it take you to get 410 up and running?
So 410 events started in 2015. We started doing Greek paraphernalia in 2017. So it was a learning curve. I'll say that.
As it is always.
It was a learning curve. But I would say it took me about 6 months. Once I got that license, it was like, I was like, we gotta run. I gotta start running, because once you pay for it,
you gotta get that money back.
Even at that, this what you do. So at that point, you take care of all the red tape. Now is all right. We got action.
Yeah. So it was, and it's still growing. It's still evolving.
I'm listening to you, and it seems like it's evolving, but you always willing to at least evolve with it. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Because some people get stuck in one thing. They want to do one thing, and they just get stuck there. Like, nah, if something else taking off, hey, we might have to start running over here too to do that.
Absolutely. So I always tell people, you got to diversify your portfolio.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Like, has there ever been a moment where you had to actually pivot?
Heck yeah, COVID. Heck yeah.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
You want to talk about that COVID?
Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it, because in business, I feel like there's many moments where you got to actually pivot. You don't know what the market's gonna bring.
So, man, you're gonna take me back to 2020. Whew.
It's okay.
2020. So 410 started in my house, right? It was in my basement, my garage. I mean, it was crazy. And in early 2020, I was like, no, I want my cars back in my garage. I want my basement back to being a chill spot. Gotcha. I want my guest room to be a guest room. So I was like, man, I gotta do something. So anyway, long story short, found this space to move in, like a little warehouse space. Signed the lease, was set to move in April. Signed the lease back in like February. We all know what happened end of February, March.
Yeah.
World shut down.
Wow.
And I was like, I done signed this lease. So I'm like emailing the people like, hey, the governor said that everything has to be closed. This lease gonna take effect, or we're gonna be able to push it out, because I'm thinking I ain't about to pay for something I can't even get into.
Right.
So of course they were like, no, we'll push it out. Anyway, so we ended up moving in, I think in like May, June. We moved in anyway, or whatever. And so we kind of did that. Now, ordinarily, our business was travel. I travel a lot. Actually, I leave tomorrow morning at like 4 a.m. So I travel a lot because we go to a lot of the conferences and conventions that the different organizations have. So that's where we make our money. We in person, the product is there. We got all of our products. So you say you want a shirt, I'm giving you a shirt and I'm taking your credit card or your cash. Right. That's where the bulk of the money is made on travel, when we're at these different events. We had an online presence, but it wasn't really, it was an order here or there, but travel is how, and this is for everyone who sold D9. That's how we made our money. COVID hit. Nobody's having conferences.
Yeah.
Where you getting this money from? At that moment, I had a website. Website had been up for, since 2017. At that moment is when I learned about paying for Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and literally turning it into a true e-commerce. I was on Zooms. I was on Facebook Live, Instagram Live. I was here at the house. I had a rack. I'm like, look at this shirt.
We gotta get this right.
Here's the pivot.
Like, we got this right here. I'm all in the screen. Like, can you see it? You know, and people was joining. People was getting on the Zooms. People were, because people in the house.
Right.
It was just to see a different face. So that was a pivot moment. We had to really pivot. And then even now, as the world is back open and we're back to traveling, our online presence, is still very high. That's another thing. Marketing is not cheap.
And that's what I was going to, and see, it's a method to my question, because, you went from before the world shut down, you went to, everything was in person. Like I don't remember McDonald's ever delivering food. You like being popular. Like people would just say, "Oh, I'm gonna get on DoorDash. I'm gonna order this to be delivered." Like people go on Amazon and buy wife t-shirts. Okay, I can't say that. Oh man! Wow.
But no,
you could have chose anything in the world, bro. You could have said detergent.
I did not say the word.
You could have said detergent. You said groceries.
So this is what y'all talk about. Like, I gotta get in line.
I know my man meant.
Okay.
I know what you meant. I know what you
I gotta get this.
I would have slipped and said it too. I would have slipped and said it too.
This is what they talking about. I gotta get in line with the brand. I gotta protect
He
it.
said you could get on Amazon and buy wife t-shirts.
Go ahead, sir. Who are you saying?
Nah, but everything shifted to online now. So like, there's people rather will go and just shop online more so than going in person. Now I know I have. As far as like, I'd rather not get up and go to the mall. I'd rather just go get. I just bought some white Air Force Ones just to be delivered to the house because I'm going to go out of town this weekend. I don't want to go to the mall looking for that. So like that was the method to my madness. Like now, do you feel like you have a stronger presence online with your sales than in person now?
So that's a tricky question. I would say this, it depends on the time of the year.
Okay.
Holiday season, when there's not like September through December, when there aren't many conferences going on, online is popping. But see, right now we're in conference season. Conference season started in February and it's going through July. So a lot of people are like, oh, if I'm going to that conference, I'll just get it when I get there because I don't have to pay shipping, right? Sure. Or they're like, at least I can try it on when I get there. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. Right. But then you do have, not everybody goes to the conferences. So yeah, people are still buying online regardless. But it's definitely, it's a balance. But like I said, marketing is very important. Yes. I never really. So when you asked about evolving, I think earlier you asked about evolving and, how do you grow with the business? That was a learning curve for me because I was like, I don't get this. Like, and I'm gonna have a very transparent moment, right? I felt like I was my mother. This when TikTok was kind of new, just came out.
You didn't want to convert.
I downloaded the app finally because I was like, let me see what all the hype is. I had to call my son. I was like, baby, you come help mommy. And I wanted to post something for the business, right? Because I did a TikTok for the business. I couldn't figure it out. I said, can you come show me how to? He's like, oh, mom, that's easy.
I ain't show you nothing. I ain't show you nothing. You know what to do. Like, come back.
How old is your son?
He's 10.
Trust me, my daughter told me how to work TikTok too during when the world was shut down.
I was like, oh, can you? So, but with that being said, I realized, and it's something that you kind of got to understand. I realized that social media, that's not my lane. This is not my lane. So I hire people to do my ads.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
I pay somebody to do any ads you see for 410 Boutique, and which you should see, well, depending on the algorithm, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and AdWord and on YouTube. It's 410 on there, but I'm not running it. Somebody else. I don't.
I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I don't know.
That's work you got to do more where you can focus on something else within the business. So you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, that's not.
But,
it's not your lane. But I think you should learn it just because, like, you should learn everything about it. That way, if anything happens to happen, you know what I'm saying, you able to work it. Like, I ain't saying you got to do it, but you should try it.
I'm not gonna lie, I tried because it was a transition period when I was letting one person go because I kind of wasn't happy with their services and I was trying to transition and I was like, I'm gonna just do it myself. Man, I got on the phone with them folks from Google, and first of all, I could barely understand what they were saying. No shade, but I was like, "You want me to click where? Hold on, wait, go where? I said, you know what?
That ain't your lane."
Nah,
well,
that's
a good thing, man. You know how to delegate, man.
Yeah, very well. But so social media online is important.
It is.
So
it is. Rose
McCray. Yeah, I know. They talk about me bad. They talk about me real bad.
Talk to this guy right here, please.
Please talk to me real bad. Tell me the importance of it.
So for me, I love this part of it, the conversation and everything like that. Conversations. I love this part. All that promoting and all that, man. I don't like none of that stuff. Like I don't get into all that. I don't get. I do it. I just what I just do. I just tell them to just at me, and then I add it to my page.
Not how this works. Let me say this.
That's it is. We all got a job on this spot.
Listen, let me tell you.
Did you just say you was bad at it?
I am, but now let me say this. The ads for 410 Boutique are running smooth. Now, posting, that's what I do.
Gotcha.
But I can do that because I know that my ad is out there. And I know that when you scrolling, because them ads come up like every second post. The ad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's all good. They're going to see the ad. But the thing is this. So on my website, I can track where the sale came from. So I can see if the sale came, if the person was on Instagram and they clicked on Instagram and then they went on the website and they ended up making a purchase. I will say this. It's well worth it.
That's dope.
It is well worth it.
Hey, look, as a person,
return on investment from what I put out versus what I get, I'm like,
that ROI.
Hey, look, as a person that frequents the internet a lot, and I have come victim to the Instagram shopping, man. It gets me. It gets me.
You know what? And see, the thing about me, I like what I see sometimes on Instagram, but I don't really trust it because it just takes you.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. I don't really trust it.
Man, I don't really trust it. You know what I'm saying? So
some of them you can't trust. So, and I will say this: it is some shady companies out there. Like I got a text just yesterday. I got a text from one of my models, and she sent me her picture of her in one of my outfits or one of my shirts that somebody else is running ads on. But it's so I can't do anything with them because they overseas. They're in China. It's so hard to fight.
Motherfucking China got me.
So hard to fight them. They straight got her picture. The picture that I took, that my photographer took on their website, selling my stuff. Done changed.
It was a
man. I said
they selling your clothes though.
Yeah. No, they're not selling my clothes. They use my image, so they basically reproducing.
Okay, all right.
My shirt.
So they be killing with it,
and it's hard to go after them.
Right? It's hard to go after them.
But the crazy thing about it is, and that don't even mean it's fake. It's just unauthorized. That's all it is. It's like they can do it. Yeah, most of the time it's fake. But I'm just saying, it's not necessarily.
I know a few people who walking around with some Gucci that looks very authentic,
but they
very authentic. But they got that thing made from China. They went directly to China. They got a little source, and they got them some.
I mean, but a lot of
like $50.
But a lot of the stuff is made out there. So you know what I mean. You go in there, like even with shoes, right? Like because like they make B grades. Like so at Nike and Kenny know this. We used to sell some of the Jordans that came back that may have like a defect. You can't tell it's a defect. It'd be B grade. It'd be B grade. Or It'd be B. That's what it's called B grade. Or it'd be like they had extra material, so they made extra shoes.
Yeah.
It'd be stuff like that.
Jordan might be a little bit skinny though.
Yeah, your Jordan shoestring might be untied, but you know what I'm saying?
But I will say this. I do blame I blame like Nike or whoever, Gucci, all of them. So my factories are in China.
Oh wow.
But my stuff is mass produced in China. You thought I was in here making it at home?
Nah, but it could have been.
No, I'm joking.
Listen, it could have been American based. It could have been American based.
Let me tell you, I get offended when people be like, "Oh, how your little t-shirt business?"
Oh yeah,
how much work you put into that? Little,
exactly. That'd be the worst, yo.
First of all, it's mine. Don't call nothing I do little.
Right, exactly.
Don't do that.
I'd be like,
I got mad just now for you.
Little t-shirt business. No. But so anyway, we have factories over in China that we do use. But I tell them straight up, if I ever see my stuff, or if I ever see that you're reproducing my stuff for somebody else, we're gonna have a problem. You will no longer get my business. And when you have those conversations with them and you let them know, like, no, I'm serious. Because one of the things and I'm very selective on who I use. Like, I don't just be out there just, no, I'm very selective. Because there's it's called Magic. It happens in Vegas twice a year. We go out there and that's where you kind of find your sources, sourcing and fabrics. And it's this huge fashion. People from all over the world are there.
Okay.
Share that with us.
Thing.
Yeah, what
those days? Yeah.
I bet not in Vegas. No.
I mean, we're
gonna be there this weekend.
We're gonna be there this weekend.
Nah, the next one is in August. It's February. They do it February and August in Vegas.
All right.
So this year it was actually right after the Super Bowl. Because it's normally that weekend of Super Bowl, but they pushed it back because Super Bowl was actually in Vegas.
Okay.
That'd have been a great vacation. Vegas right into the Magic. That'd have been a great vacation.
I was there. I was at.
I know you was. I know you was.
I mean.
Yeah.
I was at the Super Bowl adjacent. I went in the Super Bowl. I was outside.
I'm gonna stroke my ego. I'm a season ticket holder for the Raiders, so I'm always out there. Yeah, I'm gonna stroke my ego. Yeah.
Okay. When we going to Vegas?
Yeah. Whenever you try to go, let me know.
Well, apparently we going in August. Because
So Magic happens in August. It'll be I don't know the dates offhand, but it's February and August. And so like that's where you can meet people to, that's where you make connects. It's very much so a place where you can make connections and meet buyers and meet sellers and kind of see what the latest fashion trends are. And that's literally where the buyers are, meaning big brands have buyers.
Right.
And that's what they go to. They go to Magic. So the Gap, Neiman Marcus, all of them, Gucci, all of them, they have buyers and their buyers are out there.
Right.
Okay,
and that's what they're doing. So it's, and it's also, I go so I can see what's coming up in the, in the fashion, what's going to be the trend.
What
the
trends are.
Yeah. So, but what I was saying though, is I have a conversation and I'm like, listen, I'm going to spend a lot of money with you. I don't want to see somebody else with my stuff because everything I'm having you make is something that I have created.
Right.
Gotcha.
So when I see somebody else with it, we're going to have a problem because I know they got it from you. Right. And luckily, thank God, to this point, I've been lucky and I did one person last year. She had one of my bags. But I think she just literally took the picture and gave it to somebody, but I had to slide in her DMs like, I mean, you take that down, stop selling that. Yeah, I did. I was sliding in the DM.
You gave it the six in the seats.
Gave it a personal joint though.
So
I'm gonna need you to stop selling that.
So let me ask you a question because of course I seen you up copping for their homecoming. And y'all, you had your booth up there and everything like that. But it was so many booths up there. So the competition in this game and everything like that. So how do you set yourself apart if you want to talk about that? But how do you set yourself apart and what makes you unique, or how do you like stand on your brand being as though like, you know what I mean, you have so much competition? Because like I said, it was like it had to be about 15 booths up there.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's a lot of, and all of them was selling the same paraphernalia.
Gotcha.
So how I set myself apart is like I said, I design and manufacture my own stuff. A lot of these vendors, they are buying from wholesalers.
Okay.
So a lot of them, that's how they have the same thing, because they all buy from the same wholesaler, right? So that's basically what it is. They buy from, but I don't buy from wholesalers. I design, manufacture my own stuff. I actually am a wholesaler, but I'm very selective to who I wholesale to, because everybody can't have 14 on their table.
Right.
So yeah, I am. I do sell to other vendors, but I'm just very selective. So my stuff is, I always tell people, what you see on my table, you're not gonna see it nowhere else. Like for instance, we're kind of known for that embossed look, which you saw with the copping, that embossed.
Yeah.
That's kind of, so I started doing that back in like 2017. Nobody was doing it. And I saw it actually when I was in Vegas, out in Vegas. And I was like, oh, this is dope. Linked up with the, the person. I was like, yo, I want to, get this, blah, blah, blah. Started making it. Next thing I know, everybody in the Greek world doing embossed. I'm like, here we go.
Man, you know what I'm saying? You know
how
it is.
You know how it works.
But, the thing is,
he was a trendsetter.
Because I was doing it so long, and I still do it. A lot of people have faded out from doing it because they either wasn't doing it right, or, didn't have the right person doing it for them, or they will always be like, oh, it's not a good seller. It's not a good seller. For me, it's like my number one seller. That's what everybody knows me for. They know me for the embossed look, so that's one thing, so even like at Coppin, I wasn't tripping because I'm like, don't nobody have what I got on my table. So that's how you set yourself apart. You have something that you can't go anywhere else and get it. And I tell the people that all the time, especially when people like, can I get a discount? Nah, you can't go nowhere else and get this. You can go look, but you're not going to get it.
Okay.
So, it's just basically making sure your stuff is on a different level, but also the quality, and I don't want to bore y'all, but one of the things I tell people all the time, like all of our fabrics, I pick all of our fabrics. Everything we sell is very soft. Hand pick them, everything. I got so many swatch books at our warehouse, is ridiculous. I feel everything, because my biggest thing is, when you buy something from me, I want it to be quality and I want it to be soft on your skin. One thing I can't stand is something that's itchy, rough. I just don't like it. So all of our stuff is quality. It's very well made. It's not going to be ripping. It's not going to be shrinking and all of that. I'm very big on quality, and that's most of our clientele tells us. The most compliment I always get is, your stuff is such good quality. Everything is so soft, and that's what I want to hear. So I also tell people, you can go over there and get a $10 t-shirt. Knock yourself out. Enjoy that $10 t-shirt. I guarantee you're going to wear it twice before the threads start coming out. You're going to wash it one time and it's going to be the size of a toddler. With my stuff, it's not like that. I have some of my stuff literally since 2017, still rocking the same thing. It looks brand new.
Hey, that's it, but that's what it's about, though, man. Because you want to create timeless pieces.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You want to create timeless pieces. We can name some brands. It's just they're just timeless. They're gonna be around forever, and the clothes be around forever. So
it's funny you say that. That's where I was just telling somebody this on Sunday. Before I even knew that I was gonna get it, if y'all only knew what my degrees were in, it has nothing to do with fashion. I tell people this right here this is God, because I don't have nothing.
Gotcha,
yeah. But I was telling somebody on Sunday about, I think I was like early 20s, and I was watching, I think it was an Oprah interview. Ralph Lauren was on there. He was talking about how he got started. And he was like, I created the polo shirt because I wanted something that was a timeless classic piece. And that's why I created polo.
Right. And it's funny you said that. That's where I learned that, from creating timeless classic Ralph Lauren. Because if you don't know, I love fashion. So I'm loving this conversation.
Yeah. And that's what we're based on. I tell people all the time, and our tagline, it's on our website, we're clean, classic, chic. Everything is never going to be trendy. If I always tell the girlies, if y'all trendy, that trendy stuff, I'm not your person. Everything we make is going to be clean, classic. You can wear it today, or you can wear it 15 years from now, and it's still going to be in style.
Exactly. That's what you want. God.
Oh, man.
Shout out to y'all, man. Let's go, man.
Nah, that's dope. That's real dope. That's why I wanted to know, because being out there and seeing, you know, and then like when you go to these conferences and stuff like that, and everybody has a booth, and everybody think that everybody has the same thing out there, like you said. Because when I go places, like when you go to those type of places and everything, see the conference, and you go somewhere like that, the first thing you may do is, I like I said, I want to touch it. I want to touch the material. Mm-hmm. First of all, I break off of many things. So first of all, I need to touch the material, see how I feel, see how it's gonna feel. You know what I'm saying? How soft it is or whatever. Because you can tell a sweatshirt that's gonna be dirt cheap from a sweatshirt you like this. Oh, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? Just like jeans, like you can tell the difference between some cheap jeans and you can tell the difference for some high-end jeans. Like you could just tell the difference on your skin. So and how they fit and how it feels. So you know what I mean? That's one thing I do. Like you'll go and they're like, oh, like say like for example, I know like your like the shirt I seen on your website was like $55, $60. Then you go somewhere else, it's $25, but then you go over there and touch that $25, you like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you know, back in the day, it used to be like 25. We don't know what you're saying. Kenny, you on mute?
I'm sorry.
You on mute again?
You just muted yourself.
I'm sorry. I had some background noise. I had to mute myself. But now I was saying, one or two washes for them you know, them cheap ass clothing. That's it.
Yeah,
you gotta pay for
you back out there. You got and then you back out there buying the same shirt all over again. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I remember, y'all remember when Old Navy had them little $10 shirts with the little chain on them and all that?
Yo, nah, dog. No, remember the I'm gonna give you one of y'all know too. Them 5 for 20 from Foot Locker.
Oh yeah. Oh, one wash. That was it. Yeah.
You talking about the white tees?
Yes.
Yeah. Your collar.
Damn, you
like
took me back.
Man,
the collar. My collar standing up after that first wash.
Yo, them drinks was Kentucky basketball players, baby. One and done, baby.
Yeah, one and done. Or just like the Old Navy joint, you know, they had to cut. Old Navy had a little $10 shirt with like the little whatever it was, or the chain. By the time you went,
everybody
you went that joint one time. You went that joint one time. You back in the store getting another one.
I know.
So I do understand exactly what you're saying about that, and that's good that you stand by your quality, and you stand by that, and it also like not giving out discounts. I think means something too. Yeah. Like for me, I think it means something in the sense of like, don't get me wrong, I love a good discount. I'll talk my way into a discount every time. Asking,
we know, sir.
Listen, I'll talk my way into a discount. Hey man, what else do you say? What you know? Say I will, but when you know somebody that just stand behind that business and won't give you that discount, it's something about it that's like, well, it's got to be something good to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know your people's.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna try to get us. We're gonna try to save $1.
No, but I want to talk about the quality though. Like just staying on that topic. Like I remember back in the day when we used to get those shirts from Foot Locker, the white tees for 5 for 20, and then we used to get the Old Navy shirts. By 1 or 2 wash, them shit's done. But like when we used to wear the local clothing when it was real, like the hobos, the Sabial, all that stuff, the good quality. You can wear that for wash so many times, and it's not destroyed like these Fortune 500 companies. You know what I'm saying? So definitely support the small businesses, man, for real.
And I will say this: all small businesses are not created equal, because you have some people who are charging $50, $60 for something that is very cheaply made. But you have some people who really are putting in, the work. Like I said, I tell people all the time when they're like, "Oh, that's expensive." It's not for you. It's no shade. It's it's not. No, I mean, let's just be real, okay? This is what I tell people all the time. Not everybody can shop at Gucci. Not everybody can shop at Louis Vuitton. That doesn't mean anything. That's just not in your budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gap is in my budget. I can roll up in there and ball out, right? That's okay. Just like not everybody shops at Target because they like, man, Target expensive. I'm going to Walmart. It's no shade. It's just not. That's not what you're willing to spend your money on, and that's okay. You spend your money how you can best spend it. So,
what you want to spend it on, what you want to
spend it on, right? So my $45 T-shirt may not be in your budget, and that's okay. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like I can't argue with that, but at the same time, I can't cut my price to accommodate, because at the end of the day, I know the time, the sweat, the tears that it took to get to that. And I know that that's a great quality. It's just like, and one of the things I tell people all the time, do you walk in Louis Vuitton asking for a discount? Or do you walk up to that register because you're trying to flex?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Period. Because you like, I don't want them to think I don't get no money.
You know what?
How you politely put that?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what I do when I go to Louis Vuitton.
I'm gonna go in there. I
walk right past that phone. I don't even go in. You want me to do it too?
I will do it.
He would.
I would.
Or
I'm like that.
The cheapest guy I know. He don't like to spend no money. James do not like.
Or I ask him. But I'm gonna ask him, where's last year's stuff at?
But see, that's different. That's different than going in there like, let me get this. This just came out last week. Let me get this 50% off. Let me get a discount on this. You know, that's different.
I'm about to say, because I'm definitely going to ask, where's last year's items at? That's what I want. I need those things.
You know, but it's, you know, I just tell people, you spend your money how you want to spend it, you know, and it's okay. You know, everything isn't for everyone.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. And that's not trying to sound any kind of way. It's just everything's not for everybody. But, you know.
I got one question.
Everybody asks for discounts, even the government.
Yeah,
and I'm a government
absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't get it twisted. I don't want it to sound like I don't give out this because I do send out coupons. You know, I do give discounts.
Send one my way.
No. you got to be on our email list. How about that? Get on the email list and you get a coupon.
Make him buy you. Make him buy things 10 times. Give him 10 transactions before you give him any deal. Make him spend.
That's crazy.
He gotta give him a little drink. He got to cook
all
the drink.
Damn designer shoes you got in that damn closet. You got it. You got it.
Mr. Dolce Gabbana.
First of all, mind your business and stay out of my closet.
Well, stop inviting me over the house for the kickbacks, and I won't know. But
let me clarify the discount thing though before y'all, because I don't want y'all listeners or y'all viewers to be like, "Oh, she said that." I don't have a problem with giving discounts. Right. I don't have, because I do. I send them out all the time. I don't have a problem with that. But I do have a problem is when you blatantly ask and expect it and get mad when I'm like, no, we don't have a discount at this time. What you mean? We don't have it.
Okay.
And that's okay. He got it. Because he
you know what I mean? Like,
it's not about having it. For me, it's about how can I get a better price? That's it. It's not about having it. Yes, I got the $50 to pay for it, but if I can get it for,
you just put it real educated.
No, but if I can get it for $40, why not get it for $40? Like if I say, hey,
nobody's disputing that.
Right. So
I'm not disputing. I do the same thing. If there's certain things that I want, so let me say this. This is for me. There's some things that I'm gonna try to nickel and dime it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna shop around for the best deal. But then there's some things where I'm like, oh, that's what I want. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, the price
is the price. You know what I mean? So everybody wants a good deal, but that's why I keep saying it goes back to if you really want it, you're gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like,
now I want to get into some of your influences though, like when it comes to like fashion and stuff like that.
And I'm gonna get back on your ass, James, but go ahead.
First of all,
I got a story for y'all.
Hey,
James, because James got all that. He got all that shit in his closet. One night, I just didn't have any shoes. This was after the pandemic, you know, and then I didn't have any shoes to go to this place. So I said, James, you know what I'm saying, let me borrow some casual shoes. So I just knew I was gonna get, you know what I'm saying, some Gucci's or some, you know what I'm saying, some top designer shoes or some shit like that. This nigga gave me some Kenneth fucking Coles with zippers on it. And said, hey, you know what, Kenny? You can keep them.
I'm sure you can. They call them Bobos.
That's cold. That's cold. Why you do that, brother, like that?
Hey, man.
He gave you the KG special, son?
This all I'm going to say. You need to reevaluate your friendships.
Nah. Let me tell you. Listen. He came over the house with some jeans, a cardigan, and some Aqua 8 Jordans to go to a club, to a party. I said, where the fuck you going, Dwayne Wayne? Fuck you go a different world.
Hey yo, hey dog, and look, you know what's so Tasha? I can't even shoot no bell because we go to Philippe. Hey, look, we go to Philippe Childs, right? And it clearly said no ripped jeans, no. I get to his house, he got ripped jeans, some J's, a polo. I'm like, go, bro.
He out here trying to make his own fashion statement. I'm not gonna have y'all ganging up on that brother.
Nah, I'm different.
I got your back. He's trying to do his thing.
Hey, nah,
Yeah, I'm
look,
trying to
hey,
stand
hey,
out.
hey, Tosh,
That's
he
rude
good.
my
Tosh,
fashion.
hey, look, he only take girls on dates on Branch Avenue. That's all we gotta say.
That's
Yeah.
bad.
Right, like that's the initial. That's
If
the
they
test. That's the
and if
test.
they're okay with that, then
No,
they're okay with that.
if they
Let me say this as a woman, and this, we gonna get on this date thing, right? Let me tell you this. I always say, as a woman, you set the expectation. If he take you on Branch Avenue and you okay with it, then that's the expectation you're setting. But I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not going to Branch Avenue.
No, but
enjoy somebody else because that's not for me. We just had what's for you. It's for you. It's not for me.
All right, so here's the question. I'm
me.
gonna flip it back on you.
Okay.
Are you okay? So I asked you to go out on a date.
Okay.
I'll take you to Branch Avenue. We're gonna go. I'm gonna take you to a black-owned restaurant, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
Are you here for the stores? I mean, are you here for the restaurants on Branch Avenue? Or are you here to have a conversation with me? You trying to get to know me, or are you trying to get to know these damn restaurants on Branch Avenue? That's my test. That's my test, because if you into me or you're attracted to me and you want to date me, let's go somewhere that's not a Ruth Chris or not something elegant.
So let me say that.
Okay, go ahead.
You got the wrong person on this conversation. I'm the wrong person.
We go all day.
I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one. And I say that only because, and James know me, I'm not like every other female. I'm not. And I always tell people, I don't really, when it comes to dating, I don't care if you the trash man or the CEO. Don't bother me. That don't bother me. I'm not that superficial. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, we can go on Branch Avenue to have a conversation because I am there for the conversation. However, I don't ever go anywhere that I can't afford to pay. So if you ask me where I want to go and I say I want to go to Ruth Chris, you best believe that if you got up and left, I can pay it. I'm not looking for a meal ticket. Some women, that's what they want. You know, you have women who always say they dating for dinner.
Oh yeah.
They dating for lunch. They hungry. They sitting there literally on their phone like, which one of these going to take me to dinner tonight?
I heard about the food bay.
You know, that's what they do. But I'm not that one. So, and I've always been that way. I'm not going to ask you to take me anywhere that I wouldn't go on my own. I'm not going to ask you to do anything for me that I can't do for myself. And it's not saying that when we get there, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to pay. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is you and your boys can roll up on me next weekend. And I bet you I'm sitting here with me and my girls.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just me though. So that's why I say also the expectation, because my thing is this. If I'm used to treating myself to, you said Ruth Chris. I don't even go to Ruth Chris because I don't eat steak. But if I'm treating myself to Ruth Chris, why do I have to go?
Hold up. That's sweet potato casserole and Ruth Chris is fine.
No, I'm not. Right, I'm just saying I've only been once.
I don't go regularly. Yeah,
I'm not a steak person.
Special occasions.
But what I'm saying is, if that's where I eat all the time, why do I have to go to McDonald's? Because that's where you want to, like.
Oh, I ain't taking you to McDonald's.
I can't
see. I'm taking you to, black-owned restaurants on Branch Avenue. We gonna sit there because
black-owned restaurant.
Yeah, I'm gonna say which one.
Hey, you got Levi's.
They close.
Oh yeah, you got Infused. You got what's the Caribbean?
I'm just playing. I don't know if you Levi's closed.
No, Levi's ain't closed, but I just saw this.
No, Levi's open. Levi's open. I know about working.
Yeah, it's a seafood joint on Branch Avenue too. That joint
yes.
But why we can't go to Kitchen Cray? That's black owned.
That's on Branch Avenue. No.
It's one in Atlanta. There's one in Virginia.
No, because I don't know what Kitchen Cray is. He don't know what Kitchen Cray is.
I mean, it's a lot of black owned restaurants.
Yeah, I don't know what Kitchen Cray is.
Well, why we gotta go to that one?
Because
why we can't go to what's the new one?
I know what you're talking about. Milk and Honey.
Poncho House. Hey, why we can't go there?
I'll take you to Milk and Honey on Branch Avenue.
Why we can't go to now Milk and Honey? Why we can't go there? I've been to that one. It's nice. I really like the atmosphere of that one. I really do.
Yeah.
Because when you go on dates, everybody expect to go downtown or Virginia. Nah, I'm gonna be opposite, completely.
It's not okay. That's not everybody. So let me school you on a woman real quick. That's not everybody expected. That's who you choose to date. Stop dating. That's all they know. So you can't put us all in the same boat. That's who you choose to date. You choosing these chicks who only want to go downtown because you know why? You the only way they're gonna get there.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, that could be that's another show. That's another show.
Yeah, that's definitely another show. I don't know. We mean to get there.
We'll continue this conversation.
Oh, I'm getting another. I'm gonna be on again.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, Latasha, you welcome back anytime, yo. Anytime.
That's the mentality to pass the Branch Avenue test. I just want to say that. Real talk.
What you mean?
Listen,
it's his system. It's his system.
We're gonna get the system, but we're gonna get back to that. But I do want to get back to what Moneybagg.
I ain't going on Branch Avenue, but go ahead.
I definitely want to get to what Moneybagg was talking about because the question he asked was who was your influence when it comes to designer. I think that was a dope question. So
Ralph Lauren, you know, we mentioned him earlier. I love it. Is classic. Yeah. We want to go high end. I'm a Gucci girl because everything is so classic. It's simple. It's everything they make. Mm-hmm. Even when they got this symbol all over it, it's still classic. It's not gaudy. It's not loud. You know, I'm true DMV. Literally, I don't wear bright colors. Y'all know we only wear black, gray, navy blue, and white.
Black and red.
But like we not wearing yellow. And you know what I'm saying? Like my closet is black, gray, blue.
I will say this: as I got older, I started exploring more colors though. Okay, I'll play around with them.
I can throw in a little green for you. I put this shirt on for y'all because it was a little sparkly, but it's not my normal.
Yeah, nah. Hey, man, shout out to Cam for making us dark skin brothers get pink in us, man. Hey, look, I'm just saying. Yo.
The second show in a row you said that, brother?
No, dog. That's what got me the 4 colors. It was Cam, son.
Hey, listen, man. Where your pink, brother? Where your pink?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, Kanye, too. I mean, I don't know what Kanye doing now, but the early Kanye.
He wearing ski masks, man. With his whole face.
Yeah, I don't know where he's
going. That's another topic.
Yeah.
So, Ralph Lauren, Gucci.
So what about women?
Those are your favorite too? Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So women, it would probably be. There's a few like not well known people. You know what I'm saying? Like people just don't really know them. Like there's a couple people I follow on Instagram. Like one chick, she makes shoes. Her name Amina Hill. Okay. Shoes are so dope. They simple. They they expensive. So dope.
All right, producer, cue that up.
Amina Hill. Put some Amina Hills in there, baby. Put some Amina Hills in there, baby.
I know a lot of people don't even know who that is. I think she's out of New York.
But that's a cool thing, man. I'm always for exploring though, man. It's always good to find something that don't nobody else that not everybody got though, and it's still dope.
Yeah, and I'm real big on that.
That's the question. That's what I was going to ask you. Are you a trend person, or are you like, for example, like back in the day, like Coach was like my grandma thing, and then like it died out, right? But then it came back. You see Coach all over the place, or you know, Michael Kors was going to die out, and then they come back, Kate Spade. But like it's crazy. But when I go to Tyson's and I walk through the mall and everything like that, these stores are still open. They still selling big. They still got a lot of followers. And it's just like, for me, I was like, but somebody tell me if I put that on, oh, you a Bama. Of course, that's the DMV word.
Oh, you can't. And that's what you can't do, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, that person, you see something like that's Coach, that's fly. No
if I like it, I'm going to buy it. Yeah. I don't care. I tell people, I don't care what you say is in style. If I like it, I'm going to buy it. Right. You know, and it's crazy you mentioned Kate Spade. I was on Kate Spade back in like the late 90s, early 2000s when nobody knew about Kate Spade. Like I was rocking these Kate Spade bags. And I remember my cousin one time, he was like, yo, Kate Spade, what is that? And I was like, yo, I love me some Kate Spade. Like literally, I still got a closet full of Kate Spade. And then I used to wear them all the time. Then everybody started wearing Kate Spade. I stopped wearing it. I was like, I don't wear it. You know, like my thing, and I tell people, going back to the women that he date, you keep getting these trendy girls with the eyelashes. My mother called them chandeliers.
Chandeliers.
Hey, my mother called them butterflies.
You know, I always say you can step out and look very nice and trendy without everything designer.
Yep.
You don't have to do what everybody else does. And, you know, as women, we fall into that trap, you know, because it only takes one time for
everybody does.
Okay.
Everybody does.
You know, you fall into that trap. Go ahead.
I hate seeing a man with the Gucci hat, the Gucci shirt, the Gucci shoes, and the Gucci belt, and he got his shirt tucked in so he can show his belt. I hate that outfit. I get tired of seeing that outfit.
That joint is the
worst. I tell my son all the time, like, be cool with it.
Right.
Everybody don't have to know, because those who know, they know.
Right. If you know, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Those who know, they know. You know, it's like
my man.
No, go ahead.
My man had on some Valentinos, and the way they look like some chill like Nikes or anything like that. But I looked at them, I said, nah, them ain't regular shoes. I said, hey, what's them right there? Them joints slick. Them look like some designer joints. He's like, yeah, these Valentinos. But it was the way he wore them or some chill stuff. It wasn't like he tried to dress like he had to show that everything. It was just so, but it was so smooth how he had them on. And I looked down like, you know, like you said, you people. I'm like, oh, them slick. And I know them ain't like I know them ain't like no regular like Nikes or you know Adidas, Reebok, like you know what I'm saying. Not Reebok, but Adidas, Pumas, whatever. And I'm like, oh, them slick. And we was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, these Valentinos. I was like, oh, they're smooth. Like,
yeah, I don't like flashy, but that's just me.
Gotcha.
I don't like flashy, you know, because it's one of those things. Like, I know I got it.
Yeah.
Like I don't buy it for you to know I have it. You know, I bought it because I liked it.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm gonna wear it when I want to wear it, but I'm just not flashy. And it's no shade to.
I'm the type of person. I don't like it. I just because his name brand don't mean it's dope. I hate them people.
Nah.
Because his name brand don't mean it's dope. Like them Balenciagas is dirt. I listen. I just want to put that out there. Them Balenciagas is dirt. Excuse me, Balenciaga. Listen, I ain't no disrespect to you, but I do not like them joints, man. Everybody has them. Them fat shoes, them joints. I do not like them joints. I'm not a fan of those Balenciagas.
If they was to put that on some sketches, Bams wouldn't wear them, bro.
Yeah, they won't.
But that's like, you know, everybody wants to be trendy or be like, oh, I got this, I got that, and I'm like, it's really not. I tell people all the time, the richest people in the world riding around right now in a Toyota Prius hybrid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, real talk. You know, so, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have anything designer, because I would be lying if I sat here and was like, I don't have nothing designer. I do. Now, the thing is, do I ever wear it? No. Most of the time I don't. Every now and then, you know, I'll slide something on.
Break it out.
Huh?
Every now and then you want to break it out, you know, you want to.
I will.
Stun on them a little bit. It's okay. You can stun.
But it's just not me. I'm just not a flashy person. You know what I'm saying? Like I
haven't done it. I haven't stepped out there yet. I haven't bought any. Like James been telling me what I could do for the low and everything, but it's like, man, damn, man, I can't bring myself paying $400 for some fucking shoes, like.
But you know what though? It's crazy you say that, because this is something I tell people all the time. You can literally see me out with some Gucci sneakers, and I guarantee you my jeans are from Target or Old Navy. Matter of fact, I'll give you a good example. Last Saturday, I went to my goddaughter's birthday party. I had on some Gucci sneakers, some Old Navy jeans, and Ralph Lauren men's undershirt. It was just a white tee. Like literally just had on a white tee. Like I'm saying to myself, if you only knew there's a pack of t-shirts that I got for my son, and he still had one left that was brand new, so I took it. I was like, I'm gonna wear this white tee. You know what I mean? Like it was a pack of t-shirts that I got on sale, and I mean, you know, like it's just I just don't believe in being real flashy.
Nah, and it's all the way in how you dress it up too, how you do it.
But none of the stuff I got is super flashy. It's just cool. It's just cool. Like,
but I also believe that you should spend money on yourself. I tell people we only live once. You can't take it with you.
That's what my man always tell me.
And what you work for, you know, it's like you work hard for what?
I'm gonna do it one of these days. It ain't like I can't do it. But
go ahead, get you a chain, sir.
If you get off work and get the license. I mean, you can at least
thank you.
You can at least go down to the harbor. They got some nice stores in there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too far.
it's not.
It ain't too far, Sherman. You
Hey
just,
man, we gonna get him there. We can get him there.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him right, man.
I'm just trying to expose you to something different.
Okay.
Change your woman type. Change your life.
Change your woman type and change your life.
I'm all here for it.
Nah, for sure. Hey, Latasha, man, we do something called a victory lap. Right.
All right.
So the victory lap is where we wrap up the show, but you have to give us like a gem. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a good show. We had some gems. Got a lot of information.
Okay.
And the victory lap is the final lap. It's we won the race, and now you gotta give the people a gem to close out the show, man. So with that said, here's a victory lap presented by Miss Latasha.
All right. So my victory lap is going to be our motto that isn't our official motto, but it's our motto. So this is on whenever you order from us, we send you a bracelet. So it's on that bracelet, one of those little like bracelet that everybody wear, unisex bracelets. It's on our shopping bags, on the crease of our shopping bags. Most people don't even know it's there. But it's in our warehouse. I have a illuminated sign with it. So it's everywhere. And it's the one thing that in 2015, when I started this business, that I said I was going to do. And that's have faith over fear. So in everything you do, have faith over fear. Yeah, like you can't be scared. Do it. Guess what? If you fall, get back up and do it again.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you have faith in yourself. I have faith. Everything that I do with 410 is led by faith. I'm not scared. Even when I am scared, I'm like, girl, what you scared for? Just do it. If it don't work out, it don't work out.
Wow. That's the name of the episode right there. Faith over fear.
Faith over fear.
I'm writing that down right now.
Write it on down. It's everywhere.
Man, wow. Faith over fear. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope.
Faith over fear.
We're glad we had you on the show. Thank you for being on the show today, Latasha. I do want to let you know, just, where can they find 410 Boutique? Like, I know, like you said, on all social media platforms, but what's the website again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Pop your shit.
We are 410 Boutique. You can find us at www.410boutique.com. We're 410 Boutique on all social media except for Facebook because they try to play me. They made me put a 1 after it. So it's 410 Boutique 1. But everyone else, we are 410 Boutique, social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We're there. Also, if you're Greek, check us out. We probably at a conference near you. Or you can just go online. If you go to Bowie or Coppin, those are who we're currently licensed for, those 2 schools. You can check us out there. But if you need something made, holla at us. If you have an organization or a business and you want to do business, we do contracts all the time. We like a nice contract.
Cool.
Shout out to the Pit Stop college brand that we're gonna have.
Yeah, we looking to do something.
We're looking to get some. Yeah, we're looking to get. As you can see, it says merch coming soon.
So, y'all need to partner with 410.
Okay.
Listen, we can make it happen.
Hey, look, you got the infrastructure. We got the idea.
Hey, watch this. Hey, if we buy a boat, do we get a discount?
This guy, man. This guy.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the answer that I always give. Unfortunately, we're unable to accommodate your request. However, when you're ready, we're here. If you ever need anything in the future, please reach out to us. We are always here for you. But at this time, we can't accommodate that request.
Yeah, she's a professional. Hey, man, look, we appreciate you. Hey, Jay, tell them where they can find us, bro.
Hey, man, you can find the Pit Stop Podcast at YouTube, DA Pit Stop Podcast. That's on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Tasha, tell all your friends to subscribe. We need all of our subscribers. We're trying to build our followers, so make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. You can find us on all social media platforms, Pit Stop Podcast. You can find you subscribe. You can find it on Moneybags page at like you see what it says at _Moneybags J_ everyday 83 and what is it, Kenny B _83 or is it Kenny _B 83? Kenny?
No, Kenny _B 83, but it's at Pit Stop Podcast
At Pitt Stop
_
Podcast
is our podcast on Instagram. Our YouTube, that's what we pushing. We pushing the video.
Yeah. As you see
make
it in
sure
his
y'all
handle.
subscribe. YouTube.
The Pitt Stop Podcast.
There you go.
And we're all on your streaming platforms as well. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those good things. Spotify as well. That's where you can find us at, man.
Yeah, y'all gonna be able to get our merch soon from our
merch
IG
coming
page.
soon.
Nah,
merch coming soon, man.
Y'all gonna have your own page on our website because we're gonna hook y'all up.
Hey, let's do it.
Here we go. Yay!
Let's get this merch. Let's get this merch going. Get this merch going.
There we go. Hey man, with that said, man, it's the Pitt Stop Podcast, man. We out.
Be out.